worship music was coined out of the act of worship. So which simply means that worship music is not even a church word. It has absolutely nothing to do with church. But it has absolutely everything to do with God or idols. So that means church music was coined out of worship practice. It simply means that every practice in worship, whether you are worshiping the Hindu god or whatever kind of god you are worshiping, there are worship songs that are written for them in order to make them feel reverenced, because they are what? They are deity. They are considered higher than us. All right? So for that reason, we create songs to what? Adore them, to express ourselves to them. So that means an Igbo man in his shrine who is doing some singing to a particular deity actually is singing a worship song. So it's not only Christians that sing worship songs. What you say or what you coin out in a song is what describes your worship. If I sing, Adonai, we worship you, Son of God, you are so good. Almighty God, hallowed be your name. Your dominion is forevermore. It's not the melody that is the worship. It's the words that I'm saying that are the worship. Those words are coming out of a heart of submission, a heart of reverence to God. All right? If I sing those same words to a woman, it's the same thing it will mean to that woman as it does mean to God. All right? If I also change it and I put another God's name there, what I'm doing is still worshiping that other God, because it is what I'm saying that depicts what I'm feeling. So now, worship music, like I said initially, it is a music that is coined out of worship practices. So that means you could easily have worshipped God without singing. You can worship God through prayer. You can worship God through offering. Your offering is also an act of worship to God. You can worship God through clapping your hands. You can worship through bowing down. You can worship through service. So that means if you come to a church and say, oh, the church is dirty, I think God won't like this, let me clean the church on God's behalf, it's also an act of worship. So you can worship God through a variety of ways. But why through music? The reason is because it is easier to express yourself in music than it is to express yourself in other ways. That is why we have the voice. That's why we could sing. That is why somehow melody helps us convey our emotions to God or in the place of worship.